Kind of live in a perpetual state of strep throat. They'll be like, did you want, holes, or did you want, but I think for the most part, people just kind of like understand what it is. And I don't really realize it until I hear it back. And I'm like, who's that, Satan? Oh, it's me. But guess what? People will never forget that voice. What's up, my name's Awkwafina, and I love my voice. Didn't always love my voice. When I was 7, I would answer my family phone, and people wouldn't know if I was 7 or 75. I've always had this voice. Someone said that I sound like a 58-year-old divorce attorney. I'll take it. Some people say I sound like the Allstate man. Taken. Even men, when they impersonate my voice, they go lower. But I think I've come to love it because people hear my voice now. They know it's me. And obviously I can't change it. We don't live in Black Mirror, I can't change it. But I can embrace it, and I can yell at people on the streets, and they'll hear me. I think that my voice in music, it definitely carries over, right? I think that whenever I sound assertive in real life by yelling at people when I get road rage, I think that definitely carries over to my music. I think it gives off the impression that I'm confident, and generally I am. I sound like George Bush Sr., so it's okay. I think that there definitely exists a duality between Nora and Awkwafina, and I think that I need Awkwafina, kind of even as just like a mental construct, to be able to perform live, to feel confident in days and times when I don't. I often compare Awkwafina to a person that never grew up, that still carried that kind of like insane high school mentality of just like singing Rent, doing anything for a dare, being loud. Whereas Nora, I think, deals more with the self-conscious nature of being an adult. I think everyone needs an Awkwafina in sometimes to just come through and tell them to be brave, be confident, and that's what she is for me. Yeah. My first ever show as Awkwafina was at Sarah Lawrence College. I was very nervous, and it was the first time kind of interacting with my fans, I guess. And so this girl came up to me, and she looked just like I looked in college, and she came to me very earnestly and was like, Awkwafina, thank you for doing what you do, because it's important that you exist. Like, thank you for existing. And it was a moment that also never left me, It was like, it doesn't matter if what I'm doing or exactly what, it's just the fact that I'm there, I think that it gave her the hope that she can do it too. Representation is important because if you don't see yourself reflected in the country that you live, first of all, it affects the way that we're treated in real life. And second of all, you won't know how to dream. If you don't see it, you won't know it. And for me, I had one glimpse of representation when I was young that impacted my life. And if it weren't for it, I would not be where I am today. And that was channel surfing and catching Margaret Cho on Comedy Central. And I remember I was 7 years old, and I remember exactly what I was doing when I saw her. And I think when people watch Crazy Rich Asians, they come out of the theater and they're crying, and there's this overwhelming feeling that comes over them, and that is the power of representation. And you don't realize how much of a true privilege it is until you see it with your own eyes in front of you. Even just to have like DM'd with Margaret Cho was like an out-of-body experience for me. She has an extremely big heart, and to even be in a song with me was very, very, very cool of you. So if you're watching this, Margaret, I love you, Margaret. Okay, bye. My favorite emoji is, its eyes and mouth are the same. They're just lines. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's going like this. I use it for everything. Just like, someone thought I was Brenda Song again. Fell in the toilet yet again. I put 2 for that, because it's wet and it's dark and it's frightening. And you feel like you're going down miles, only a couple inches. The weirdest part about fame is actually feeling it in real life, because oftentimes you don't. A lot of times people are like, oh my God, you're famous now. And then you go to CVS and you still get into arguments with everyone there. You get kicked out of Starbucks To my younger self, I will say, don't be worried all the time. Don't be scared. Things will be okay. You're weird, but it'll come in handy later.
Hello Today fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.